On the NHS more broadly, look, my government made a big decision, which is when we came to power, seeing this 11% budget deficit, we said, look, we are going to have to make cuts. We're going to make cuts to welfare. We're going to have to make difficult cuts, including to things I'm passionate about, like defence. But we said the one budget we're not going to cut is the NHS, because it is so valuable to people's families. It's so important that it is there. And so the NHS every year is getting, albeit very modest increases in spending, but there are increases going in. At the same time, we're having to make it much more efficient, and that does mean difficult decisions, but the money for the NHS is there. But you raise a very good point about how we handle people who come to the UK and want to not only work here, but access our services. Now, I said earlier, we are an open country. We do encourage people to come and make a contribution. But we shouldn't be a soft touch. And that is why I've set up a group in Whitehall, right outside my office, to look at all the benefits that people can get from coming here and asking whether it's fair. So we're looking at, for instance, access to the health service. We're not tough enough right now about people coming from the other side of the world who, decide to use our health service. They haven't contributed in their taxes. They should pay when they use the NHS. It's free for all of us. That is not going to change. But if people come from outside the European Union, they should be paying for that NHS. Within the European Union, there is and you'll know this from travelling, there's a form that you used to have to fill in to make sure that you could get access to health services if you're in France or Germany for free, just as they do when they come here. But again, we haven't been very good at charging back and getting the money for the work we carry out. So we need to do that better. But what I'm determined we do is not just stop at the health service, but let's look at the benefit system, let's look at the housing system, let's look at the legal aid system, let's look at everything and ask ourselves, yes, let's be a welcoming country, but on the other hand, let's not be a soft touch. And if people haven't contributed in taxes towards these things, then they shouldn't automatically be getting them. So this is, we've made some progress already on things like health, but there's a lot more to do to make sure that we are not a soft touch, and that while we are a welcoming, open country, we don't allow people to come here and take advantage of us, as I think does happen too often today.